Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel as always. So here's what I've got for you guys. A little box opening and a review. I came across this thing, it's been advertised in a few different places. I think I got it through Atlantic Firearms. But I'm sorry, that's wrong. It would be Centerfire Systems that I got it through. Anyway, it's an AK47 22 long rifle conversion kit for stamped receivers. Of course, I'm reading that right off the box. What does it say? User manual provided inside the package. No modifications needed to the weapon. And this is by Grizzly Defense Industries out of Croatia. Now, I gotta tell you guys, just looking at the box, this thing, I don't know how well you guys can tell this. I'm gonna try to get it. But you see, it looks like just a piece of paper glued onto the box. Which, hell, I'm not going to judge there. So let's open it up and check it out. Now, to be honest, I'm not really expecting much out of this. Oh, here we go. So what we got first, foremost, an AK47. I guess this is an instructional video or something. We got the user's manual. If I can open it, yeah, it shows pretty good detail of how to install it with pictures and all. It's always a good thing. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. The biggest piece of it is the AK magazine in 22 long rifle. A lot of plastic, but I mean, you kind of have to have that. What we got next? We got, what is this thing? Okay, this looks like our barrel and chamber, I guess. It hinges. I guess that's easier makes it easier to install. I don't know. We're gonna check it out in a little while, but here we go. As you can see, a little 22 long rifle, and it is rifled. Look at that. Ooh, this has got to be our bolt. Yep. Our bolt that's going to slide in. You can actually see where it slides. Fits on the AK's rails and everything. Oh, we got a new recoil spring. Okay, because that was one thing I was wondering looking at this. Like the AK47, AKM, its recoil spring is just way too strong for a 22. No way a 22 would operate that. And I'm actually wondering, looking at this, I guess the hammer has to, of course, actuate this system. I would think the hammer spring's a little hard on it. But tell you what, we're going to set up an AK and see how easy it is to install. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are with the install of this little 22 long rifle kit. First thing you got to do, remove your dust cover, make sure your gun's off of safety. Oop, forgot to hit the little lever. Okay, so what I've figured out with this thing is your hammer, phone went off, your hammer has to be compressed down with the disconnector, so I'm going to tie wrap just for ease. We'll take our little barrel section, this folding pivoting point up, slide it in the barrel, and this thing will only work with a 7.62 AK. Kind of gets a little stuck at the end, but found a little tap brings it right in place. Now for our bolt itself. There we go. Set a little tap here and there. It's in. Okay, last thing is our recoil spring. What I figured out is this little wing nut on the end. You want to unscrew it all the way to where it's no longer on the threads. Actually pop our bolt out just a little bit, but feed this end of it through the hole. Then you want to pull your spring back, and I'll move the bolt a little too far forward here. This is the trickiest part of it. It might work better if I do it. So you hold the spring back, insert this, then insert the... So what we got going on is our threaded portion is going to go through the hole in the barrel receiver part of our conversion kit. The bolt is going to catch right in between this wing nut and this little cap for the spring. And then I believe we can just push everything forward like so. And then get our... Now it's pretty much installed. What we have to do then is rethread this little wing nut. And because this is a Yugo AK, oh, there we go. You gotta use the button on the back side. It was a little tricky to get those threads started, but once they're started, now, I think everything's pretty much in place. You can put your dust cover back on. I'll lift the sight up just so I can see a little better. There we are. Now, it doesn't lock the dust cover down good, but it's 22. Not a big deal. What may be a deal breaker for a lot of you guys is the safety, which I've also got this on here right now, but the safety, you can't quite close the safety all the way. So you can't quite put the gun in safe. Not really a deal breaker for me. Not wanting to close all the way. Not sure exactly why. Might have to put a little bit more tension on. That seems to be working out. We're gonna cut this tie wrap and just cycle it a few times, see what it does. Okay, we're back. You can see the hammer falls, hits the back of the bolt just like it should. See, and for some reason it's not. I don't know why it's not quite going into battery right now. So we definitely want this wing nut tightened up. It holds the like it might just need a little bit of play. It might work fine. So I found on this AK, this is being our Tabuk Yugoslavian design rear trunnion. This thing works perfect. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with the fixed stock AK that I have, but this thing will not fit in it. From the looks of it, I'd have to either cut down the rail a little bit. In fact, I'm going to take this back off. Okay, let's pull our bolt back out, because that's what I really want to show you guys. And like I said, you got to hold that hammer down. So this bolt, you see the grooves that fit, and might be one thing. I could polish up these grooves that fit on the rails, make this thing flow a little better. But what I found with the fixed stock AK, what I'm talking about is the one with the tang and everything. These grooves are a little too long. These two pieces sticking out right here. I mean, I could always cut them back a little bit, but I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. And this is supposed to be a drop in and go type of ordeal, so I don't know. Anyway, the only thing I found was fixed stock AK. My fixed stock AK with the tang on it was the only one it hasn't fit in so far. But that is, if you look back on the product box, that is what it's showing it goes into. I don't really know yet. I'm going to do some test firing and all and try it out. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be back soon.